Hello, everyone. We're back with another episode of our reflections. Today, I'm doing it with chat. We're doing it live. I don't think I've done it before live, but we're doing it now, I guess. So, if you want to say hi to YouTube, you can say hi to YouTube because it's going on YouTube. Let me know if the music's too loud. A little bit. Today's topic will be the hi mom, bruh. So today's topic is gonna be quiet quitting and wage theft. I think that should be it, unless there's something else. I don't know which one do I want to talk about first. I guess I'll talk about the quiet quitting first, because that shit is like what pisses me off more, right? So, we could real quick. I can actually. We could do it together. I don't mind. All right. If we go here, I open browser. We can look up what exactly is quiet quitting. Like give you an exact definition. You have to hear. I cannot spell. It's not gonna pull up like a Google. I have to go to Google probably. It's probably gonna give me a AI fucking answer or some shit. It's not gonna show my email, right? Okay, it just shows A. All right. Don't show my fucking email, or else I have to cut that out. Don't show my email, please. Thank you. Fan mail you. I mean, this is one of my side emails. So if they do blow it up, it's not too bad. There's not really anything important tied to it. It's not the one I use for my jobs and my important shit. So it's not the worst, but I still don't want people spamming it. So this AI. Yep, I knew it was gonna give me an AI overview. Fucking dumbass AI. Can't you put like minus? What if I put like no AI? It still gives me the AI answer. Oh, let me just read the fucking AI one. I could tell if it's fucking stupid or not. When employees do only the minimum required tasks for their job, stopping the practice of going above and beyond to set boundaries, combat burnout, and reclaim work-life balance, rather than actually resign from their position. So that's pretty much what quiet quitting is. It's doing the bare minimum, or at least not the bare minimum, but what you're expected to do, basically. So, like, for example, when you get a job, you know, obviously your job description says everything that you're gonna do. And essentially, you do everything that your job description tells you to do. So, like, if you're fucking, I don't know, if you're a fucking janitor, and your job's to clean like 3 rooms and shit, you clean the 3 rooms. No more, no less. Right? So, right? The thing about this is that at least the older generation, right? Like boomers, basically. The older generation towards like the boomer generation, they fucking hate it. They absolutely fucking hate it. Because essentially they say it's doing the bare minimum. Which, in this context, it's not exactly bad because it's doing what you're expected to fucking do. I mean, when you're given a job, like I said, you're given a job description. So if you do everything in your job description, why are they mad? If you said for me to clean 3 rooms and I clean the 3 rooms, and you're like, oh, well, why didn't you clean the 4th room? Because I'm supposed to clean 3 rooms. Why would I clean a 4th room if my job is cleaning 3 rooms? That doesn't make any sense, right? Makes no sense. But you know, the older generations, they basically they want the younger generations to basically do extra shit for no extra pay, basically. So if your boss tells you to clean 3 rooms, you're supposed to clean 5 rooms, right? And they'll say, oh, well, you know, it's good work ethic because, you know, that's how you get a raise and that's how you move up in the job, in your job. That's how you move up. Even though anybody with a fucking brain knows, especially these days, that that's not fucking true. Most of the time, that's not fucking true. If you bend your back over for your boss, like let's say you know you're supposed to complete like a certain amount of paperwork, and let's say you go above and beyond because you want to be the star employee, right? And let's say you do double what your boss asks you to do. You might get the raise. You might get the promotion that you want. But most of the time, especially we know now, bosses exploit the fuck out of people. Most jobs exploit the fuck out of you. That's just the fucking truth. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Most jobs are not gonna give you that fucking raise. They're gonna try to milk you for as much work. They're gonna try to get the most amount of work out of you as possible. You can disagree with me if you want, but I feel like that's ultimately the fucking truth. They're gonna try to get squeeze every penny out of you they can. You know, without having to pay you extra. And most of Gen Z knows that shit. Because nowadays, again, we have to work extra jobs to get fucking pocket change. And we know that even if we go out of our way and break our back to do extra work, that your boss doesn't care. It's true though, and they always use that excuse, I thought you were a team player. Bro, I came here, I don't give a, see, here's the thing. I don't give a fuck about being on a team. I just came here to work. Bitch, I don't know. I just came here to work and go home. Stop with the team player shit. We're not a team, we're coworkers. I mean, like, yeah, it's good to be a team. Not saying it's bad to be a team, but they know they're bullshitting. They're bullshitting. But like, oh, but I thought we were a family. But I thought we were a family. We're a family here. No, the fuck we're not. I don't know you. You don't know me. Bitch, I'm here to work and get money and then leave and go home and sleep. I don't want to be here. And honestly, I don't give a fuck about any of you. To be fair, no disrespect. I don't care about any of you. I'm just trying to work and get my money and go home. But they be doing all this extra shit like, oh, I thought we're a family here. No, we're not. No, we're not. Stop with that shit. If you want me to work harder, raise my wage. That's what people need to start doing. Start acting your wage. If they pay you pennies, you're gonna get pennies work. If you want me to work harder, if you want me to do more work, raise my fucking wage. But the fact that when you do that, when you start acting your wage, they start getting, especially, you know, the old generation starts getting pissed off like, oh, you're just doing the bare minimum. That's not gonna get you anywhere in life. Bitch. And some people really hate that you just do your job and leave is the funny part. Exactly, and that's the thing. I've literally argued with my mom. I've literally argued with my mom and I've argued with my grandpa, they're both fairly old. My grandpa is like fucking like damn near almost 80. He's like probably like 77, 78 or some shit. My mom is like almost in her 50s. I've argued with both of them about like doing the bare minimum. I'm like, bro, how is doing the bare minimum wrong? And they would literally argue with me about this shit. And I'm like, dog, if I'm doing what's expected of me, how is that bad? If I'm doing exactly if you tell me to clean my room, and I clean my room exactly like how you told me to do it, how How the fuck are you gonna get angry at me and say, oh, but you didn't clean the kitchen? You told me to clean my room. I did what you told me to do. If you want me to clean my kitchen, tell me to clean my kitchen. I will clean it. But if you tell me specific instructions, right? And I do your specific instructions, no more, no less. I do exactly what you tell me to do. How the fuck are you gonna get angry? That's like you work in a restaurant and someone says, yo, give me a cheeseburger and fries. I get you your cheeseburger and fries, nothing else. You're like, oh, but you didn't give me a shake. Bitch, did you ask for a fucking shake? No, you didn't. You asked for a cheeseburger and fries, so I got you what you asked for. Like, it's mind-boggling. I don't understand it, like, oh, but you're doing the bare minimum. You have no right to get mad, exactly, because that's what you asked for. It's like, don't deadass get angry at you, be like, oh, you did the bare minimum. You can't just do the bare minimum, you gotta go above and beyond. Bitch, if Gen Z learned anything from this time and age, is that you know what you get for doing work? You know what you get rewarded by doing all your work? You know how you get rewarded for doing all your work? You get more fucking work. If you are a good employee and you finish all your work early, you just get more fucking work. Your boss just starts giving you more fucking work because you're working more efficiently. All right, I'll give you twice the amount of work now. Gen Z understands this shit. Gen Z understands perfectly. Exactly. Just make sure you say what you're gonna say, and if you extra stuff, it's a problem. Exactly. It said that, or a fucking stupid pizza party. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or they throw a pizza party and you all get one slice. Like, bitch, I don't want a pizza party. Raise my fucking wage. That pizza party is not gonna pay my fucking rent. That pizza party is not gonna pay for my fucking gas. Like, I've literally had this argument so many times. I've had this argument with like damn near my entire fucking family. I've had it with my uncle, I've had it with my mom, and I've had this same fucking argument with my fucking grandfather. And all three of them, which are all older than, they're all older than me, but they're all like considerably older, right? And all three of them say, oh no, you can't just do the bare minimum. They both argued against me saying, oh, you can't just do the bare minimum. Like, what the fuck? If doing the bare minimum is what's expected of me, how the fuck is that bad? Because but you know what I think it is? I think it's because it's being born in a different generation, and back in their generation, right? Back in their generation, working hard actually paid off. I mean, low-key, if they ask me, I finished all my work and I know I'm fast to finishing, and they ask me to help someone else, I'm gonna just say I'm done and I'm not done. Yeah. But what I think it is that, right, for the older generation, right, back then their hard work used to pay off. Because remember, the older generations back then, they actually got paid. They used to be able to sustain a whole family just with one job. They were able to supply. They were able to buy a car, buy a house, and have like one or two kids on that one fucking job. They could get a summer job, and at the end of that summer, they'd have enough money to buy a fucking car. So in their head, they basically think that like, oh well, yeah, back in my day, when I worked hard back in my day, and I did overtime, and I did extra shit for my boss, he raised my position. I got paid extra. Back in my day, when I stayed late after work, I was compensated. I got extra money. So in their head, that's what they're thinking, but they don't realize that now it's completely fucking different. If Gen Z could work their ass off, which we are, by the way, we're working harder than our grandparents. Like literally, we work harder. And I'll be saying to them, times have changed. Exactly, times has fucking changed. At this point, Gen Z works harder than. They're not gonna like it. They're not gonna like people saying this, but Gen Z now works harder than them. They have the audacity, right? They have the audacity to fucking say that, oh, Gen Z is lazy as fuck. Gen Z doesn't want to work. Gen Z are a bunch of fucking bums who just don't want to fucking work or anything. They don't want to do any work. They don't want to work hard. All they know how to do is scroll on their phones and shit. All they want to do is fucking do all other shit. They don't know how to work. They don't have no work ethic, right? They be saying all this bullshit. Yeah, back in their day, I remember they only had to work one job. Gen Z has to work 2 to 3 jobs just to afford rent. That's just for rent and maybe food. 3 jobs doesn't even cover all the fucking expenses. Sometimes they even have to fucking get in a group. They have to, as a group, pay for an apartment and then you know, separate the costs. That's what I'm saying. For people work multiple hours. Exactly. People have multiple shifts at different jobs, and that still is barely enough. So Gen Z is literally working harder than our grandparents, and they are the ones complaining, saying Gen Z is lazy as fuck. I literally heard my grandfather literally say that. Because I had this conversation with my grandfather. He's like, oh no, your generation is so lazy. Dog, we have to work 2 to 3 jobs just to barely scrape by. How the fuck is that lazy? How is it lazy to know our fucking worth? It makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. I genuinely don't get it. So literally, it's just mind baffling, right? It's just mind baffling how it's just mind baffling how the math isn't mathing. The math isn't mathing. We're the laziest generation, according to the boomers. We're the laziest generation. We don't want to work. We don't want to do anything. We have no work ethic. Yet we're working 2 to 3 times harder than you. The problem is that it's the cost of everything, and if that doesn't change, then what can we do? That's all I'm saying. We're the laziest generation, but we work 3 times harder than the boomers. So how the fuck does that make any sense? Make it make sense. We're lazier, but yet we're working 2 to 3 jobs, working 3 times harder than you. How does that make any fucking sense? We have to work more hours and work more jobs, yet we're lazy. It makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. And then when we do what's expected of us, because we know our bosses are gonna bullshit, we do exactly what's expected of us because we're tired. We have to work 2 to 3 jobs to make shit to get by, and we're tired as fuck. So we do the bare minimum, which is what's expected, and we still get shit on. Makes no sense. Not for real. You might as well move to a different fucking country. You might as well move to a cheaper country. It's fucking stupid. So that's what I'm saying. The whole you know spiel from boomers about Gen Z being lazy, about they have no work ethic, and then the quiet quitting. Bitch, quiet quitting is just doing what you're fucking supposed to do. It's just doing your job description. They're trying to demonize it like it's fucking like you're just doing your job and walking out. Yes, bitch. What do you want me to do? I did my job. Why am I still here? It's fucking stupid. I don't get what's wrong with these fucking boomers. It's the same thing with the fucking what was it called, the Gen Z stare? The fucking stupid ass Gen Z stare. Hold on. Like it's the same thing with the Gen Z stare. It's the same shit. Like they be getting so fucking tight. They be getting so fucking tight when fucking you know, basically with anything that has to do with Gen Z. Talking about the Gen Z series, like, oh, why did they give us that look? It's like, bro, it's like, what the fuck is? We're like, oh, why aren't they smiling? It signifies apathy, boredom, and defiance against performing positivity. Exactly, they want you to perform positivity. They want you to always be smiling and shit. I'm like, dog. No, I'm not here to be happy. I'm here to do my fucking job. That's what I'm saying. It's always the boomers bitching about shit. It's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. But yes, if you say something stupid, yeah, I'm gonna look at you like you're a fucking dumbass. That's basically the Gen Z stare. It's when someone says something stupid to you and you look at them like they're a fucking idiot and they get upset. Like, stop being an idiot. Stop asking a stupid ass question. Like, holy fucking shit. Let me go through my notes real quick. Hold on. But yeah, let me see. Low-key, and I feel like it's also another part of it is like the hustle culture, right? Like people, I don't know, like I think it's also something that boomers also do too, right? It's the fucking stupid ass hustle culture, where it's like how Gen Z will say like, oh yeah, bro, I gotta work three jobs or some shit, and you'll have a boomer saying like, oh, well, back in my day, I worked 4 jobs. I worked 2 jobs, and I worked 7 days a week. I worked 60 hours, 70 hours a fucking week, 80 hours a week. I'm like, why are you boasting about this shit? Like what? Like like that's the weirdest fucking flex. Like they'll be saying some shit like, "Oh, back in my day, I used to work so hard that I broke my leg or some shit." And they'll be saying like it's a fucking good thing. They're like, I'm like, how is it? I'm like, why are you flexing that? Why is that a flex? That you work so hard that you got a knee injury or some shit? Like the hustle culture is fucking weird. I don't know. It's just fucking weird shit. Like, why are you flexing about that shit? That shit's not something you shouldn't be proud of. That you literally hurt yourself because you got exploited so fucking hard that you hurt yourself. How is that a fucking flex? But I guess now we can get into like the wage theft shit, which I kind of dabbled into. But yeah, especially nowadays, you know, the whole, wage theft is definitely becoming a bigger thing, right? Because, obviously, if you've been paying attention, like pretty much the price of everything has been going up. Now gas, now because of the stupid ass fucking Iranian war between Iran and fucking Israel. Now we got gas prices going up and shit now. It's skyrocketing. Everything is going up, but the wages aren't going up. It's I don't know. It's just like, and it's just like, my thing is just the fucking, it's the what is it? What's the proper word? I don't know. I guess like would gaslighting be the right word? It's because it's gaslighting about the fucking, you know, about how literally, you know, bosses aren't paying their employees what they're worth. Because what did I hear today? There's a random, going off topic a little bit. I kind of have to tie into it, right? Because I was reading something today. I was talking about like how people were saying like, oh, well, if you can't afford to tip somebody doing their job, then you shouldn't be, you know, purchasing their service anyways, or purchasing whatever if you can't afford to tip them. But no one ever says like, if the boss cannot pay their workers properly, then they shouldn't have the business in the first place. And I just think that's kind of interesting. Like, no one ever says, oh yeah, if you can't pay your workers, then you probably shouldn't be having a business in the first place. If you're stealing your workers' wages, you probably shouldn't be having a job because you're exploiting them. It's fucking weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I guess to end it off, the reason why, like, I guess this is so, I guess, important to me personally, right? It's mostly because, again, I don't think people truly realize that. People don't truly realize that, you know, again, we really don't have to be living like this. We live miserable fucking lives. It doesn't have to be like this shit, bro. Like, our lives could be so much fucking better. And it's honestly fucking sad. Because, like, dog, literally, when I think about shit like this, all I can imagine is, like, you know, if we actually had people that actually gave a fuck about us, or a government that actually gave a fuck about us. Literally imagine, like, just waking up in the fucking morning. And then, I don't know, like, you fucking do your regular shit, like, you eat your breakfast, right? You take a shower, you get ready for work. And let's say you only have to work for, like, fucking, I don't know, like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. And then the rest of the day is just yours. You go hang out with your friends, you know, do your chores, go shopping. Cause think, let me just put it right real quick. Let me put it in perspective for you, right? I'm gonna put this in perspective for you. Right? Just to show you how unfair this shit is. Cause I don't think people really realize how unfair this shit is. There's 24 hours in a day, right? There's a whole 24 hours in a day. There's 24 hours. 8 of those hours you need to fucking sleep. Right? So we're doing the math, right? Stay with me. If we're doing the math, you need at least scientists say you at least need 8 hours of sleep. That's the healthy amount of sleep you need. 8 hours. Right? So 24 minus 8, that's 16. Now, let's just say the average hold on. This shit back. The average like work day, right? The average work day is like what, like a 9 to 5? Right? The average work day is like a 9 to 5. But hold on, that's not just that, right? Because you're gonna say, all right, so you know, I do the math. How many hours is it from 9 to 5? But what we have to take into consideration is this. Remember, you don't just wake up and you're at your job. You have to get ready and everything, and then drive to your fucking job, and then work at your job, and then come home. So if we're gonna be right, so it's really not a 9 to 5, because again, that's the time that you're taking to get ready for work in the morning. That's not your time. That's your time that you're getting ready for work. So you have 16 hours, right? Let's say let's try to estimate, right? Let's say your job starts at like around, I don't know. Let's just say like around 8 or 9, right? Let's say you have to be at your job at around like fucking 9. Right? So let's say you wake up at like fucking, this is rough estimation. Let's say you wake up at 7. You have 2 hours to get ready. Right? To take a shower, get dressed, everything, eat breakfast, and then to drive to your job. Right? So from once you wake up, that's like around like what? 7? So that's 2 hours. Those 2 hours have to be accounted into it, right? So that's a 9 to 5. So from 9 a.m., that's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8 hours. That's 8 hours of you being at your job. Now remember, we haven't accounted for the time that it takes you to get ready and get to work. So that's 2 hours. So that's 2 hours. So that's where are we? 8 hours? 9, 10. That's 10 hours. 10 hours of your day was just for your fucking job. And also remember, you still gotta go home. You still gotta go home, right? You don't just spawn at your fucking house when you finish your work. You gotta drive home. So now we said what? It took like an hour to get to your job. Now we gotta add an extra hour. That's 11 hours. Right? That's 11 hours. So now let's do the math. 16 minus 11. That's 5 hours that you have to yourself when you get back home. But remember, we're not done yet. You're thinking, oh, Daisy, are we done yet? No, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Because remember, you have chores, right? You got chores to do. You don't just get home and get to sleep. You got chores you gotta do. You gotta clean your house. You gotta wash your dishes. You gotta wash yourself. You gotta wash yourself too. You don't just get to go to sleep. You actually gotta take care of. So that's, I don't know. Let's say that takes like around, let's say like washing dishes, doing laundry, cleaning up your room. Let's say that all takes, well, actually no, it varies, because some people have like dishwashers. Some people have a washer and dryer. Some people don't. If you don't have a washer or dryer, or you don't have a fucking a dishwasher, that's gonna take a few extra hours. So I don't know, it can vary, but let's just say like you have a washer and dryer, but you don't have a fucking dishwasher, right? So let's say that takes like another maybe hour and a half, right? To do your dishes and maybe clean up your room a little bit. Let's say that's another, I don't know, let's say that's another like hour, 2 hours, right? Minus 2. That's 3 hours out of your 24 hours that you have left. Dog, that's 3 hours to yourself. And then you get the weekend. You have 40 hours to yourself to relax, do all responsibilities and shit. I don't think people realize how fucking crazy that is. That is so fucking unfair. And by the way, those 10 hours or 11 hours that you did, that was to make chump change. That shit barely fucking pays off your fucking rent and shit. I don't think people realize how fucking batshit crazy that is. Your whole day is gone because of your job, and you get crumbs left. And then at the end of the day, the 11 hours isn't even worth it, because guess what? You're just barely cutting by. Like, it's actually fucking crazy. I think more people need to actually like, like, I think more people need to actually like digest that and let that sink in. Your whole day is gone. You have like 3 hours to yourself. But by that time, guess what? You gotta go to bed. You're gonna be tired as shit. You gotta go to bed. You have no time for your own pleasures, for your own leisure time. You get no leisure time. You're gonna be tired as shit. You're gonna go right to sleep. Holy fucking shit. Like, if more people really realized how fucking like dystopian that is, that you get like literally no time to yourself, because by the time you're done with all that shit, you're tired as shit. You have 3 hours to your name, but you're tired as shit. You had to do all that shit. The only time that you get to enjoy yourself is 48 hours out of the entire week. I'm sorry for rambling. I just need y'all to understand, to actually like let that sink in your head. Let that like digest that for a moment. That's fucking insane. And people will still argue. People will still call you lazy for pointing this shit out. Like, the Stockholm syndrome is fucking crazy. I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, and by the way, the only reason we have the weekend is because we protested for that shit. The weekend didn't exist before. Before, we had to work every fucking day. Depending on your job, at least. But you had no Saturday and Sunday. Look, outside it's Saturday and Sunday now. Everybody noticed. Everybody says that's your days off usually. Before, we didn't have that shit. We had to protest for that fucking shit. If we didn't protest, we didn't bitch and moan about it, not having days off, we'd be working Saturday and Sunday. I don't know, man. Holy fucking shit. That's what I'm saying. We need, I don't know, bro. It's not the laziness, they're working. It's not the laziness, they're working hard. The problem is the price hikes and little pay. And that's what makes us not want to fucking work. That's the whole fucking thing. That's the whole fucking thing. Is that literally because Gen Z is not getting compensated like how our grandparents got compensated. That's why we don't want to fucking work. Because we don't want to work for fucking chump change. We're wasting 11 hours of our fucking day for fucking crumbs. Of course you don't want to fucking work. Of course you don't want to fucking work. For fucking chump change. But see, they can't understand that shit because their whole how they were brought up, they physically cannot understand it. They just cannot understand. If they, like I'm telling you, if boomers had to go through the same shit Gen Z is going through right now, if boomers had to go through the exact same shit Gen Z is going through right now, they would be outraged, bro. They would actually be crashing the fuck out. But because they were born in a time where their hard work actually got compensated, they just literally just don't give a shit. They just don't give a shit at all. They don't give a shit whatsoever. Because again, they only care about themselves. They don't care about Gen Z. They don't care about Gen X. They don't care about Gen Alpha. They don't care about the millennials. They got all their shit. They got all their shit together, so they're just cruising while everybody else is fucking suffering. Fucking terrible. But yeah, man, our point is, we don't have to live like this, man. We really don't. Our lives could be so much more meaningful, so much more relaxing. Because no, we're not. We were not made to be working 11 hours and then on top of that also do our chores and it's just not enough time. It's not enough time. It's ridiculous. But yeah. I think that's everything. Unless I missed something. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, everything I had to talk about. But if you did enjoy, if you did enjoy the video, you enjoyed my fucking frustrated rambling, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. You can also leave a like on the live stream because I'm doing this live right now. You can also leave a like on the VOD. Subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Twitch. Also go follow my Twitter because I'll be retweeting. I don't know. Sometimes I'm either retweeting fucking, I don't know, random bullshit, or I'm retweeting I don't know, positive shit, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. Should I leave like a question for like people to answer at the end of the video? I mean, I guess if just for people's input, you can put your ideas, you can put what you think in the comments. I'll be very eager to hear what y'all think. If y'all think I'm wrong, if you think I'm just talking out my ass, even though I highly doubt I'm talking out my ass, but if you think I'm talking out my ass, leave in the comments. Or if you think that I'm being too hard on the boomers and that they're right, that we're not working too hard, we're not. But I don't know. Argue your point, basically. Argue your point. But that being said, thank you for watching the video. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all can say bye to YouTube. Say bye, YouTube.